We're using InfinityFree as a free web hosting and domain. It is as simple as going to infinityfree.com, opening up an account, verifying it whichever way you see best fit. After that, we come and find we are on Accounts tab. From the Accounts tab, you're going to click on reCAPTCHA. For me, I'm going to say I'm not a robot, I don't know about you. Once we are done with that, now it's going to give us a subdomain. So when we say a subdomain, it is a domain, probably how I can say it, it is a form of domain that is attached to the main domain. So like you can see here, it is 42web.io. This is the main domain extension. So I usually use this one, loves2blog.com. So loves2blog.com is the main domain, and then dot whatever you would want to put in front of there, that is going to be the subdomain. So let's put this loves2blog. I know Brian.loves2blog probably is not there, so I'll put ko.ke.loves2blog, and then we check for availability. Let me see. So it usually creates the account username automatically, account password, a unique password between.
Oh, hello, Brian. I'm
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Have you shared your screen?
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry about that. So I think is where we are. We were at home, okay? You guys are tech guys, so you just open an account. Once you open an account, you'll get here. Once you get here, they'll ask you to create an account, right? So you'll come and click create an account. Then let's just wait for it to load. My internet is something else. Okay, once it loads, you can see the packages that they have. We are going to go with InfinityFree, so we are going to create accounts now. Try to deadmit this one with my key. Okay, so you click on I'm not a robot. Let's close this. I clicked on I'm not a robot. Where is it taking me? Let's see where it takes me. My screen is not visible. That is, it is at 9:03. I think it's because we are on a white background right now, and somebody kindly use the chat on Google. We are on a white background right now, so you just follow the steps. You can see it clearly on your end. So I don't know, it's giving me a headache. Okay, I'm not a robot. Then now I'll come up with a subdomain. Sorry, subdomain is an extension to the main domain. So since we are getting it for free, they can't give us a free domain name, a free domain like probably how can I say this, like mauayetu.com ama majimatamu.co.ke. That's going to be a domain extension. but since we're getting it for free, they'll choose for us the domain extension that we're going to use. But as for the subdomain, you can use whatever name you want as long as it is free. So me, I've used co.ke, and the domain extension that I've picked is loves2blog.com. So you can use this one because if probably you're somebody who loves to write blogs, you can get it for free now. You see, you can get it for free, or you can use these other weird ones. Yeah, let's check for availability. It's loading. It's taking longer than normal. As I told you yesterday, if you're in the world of tech, just be ready to face errors. And as you face errors and debug them, troubleshoot them and solve them, I guess you become better. As for this one, I'm pretty sure it might be a problem with my internet. My internet is good as per now. So you can open a maximum of 3 accounts here. As I was telling you the other day, you can open one subdomain, the second subdomain, and the third subdomain. So like one can be ko.ke.loves2blog.com, another one can be food. Told you it's my internet and I'm using Safaricom. What is wrong? Okay, this is now getting tedious. Has anybody been able to complete theirs? Nobody? You can try also as I'm doing the same. So if Cloudflare does not work, you use reCAPTCHA. You will see it's prompted here. It's prompted there. Please confirm that you are human. Somebody has texted in the group. First, can you allow me in? I don't see any. It's worked. Okay, so we create the account. Let me see. Don't know if I'm supposed to record that, but I don't think so. Email consent. I approve. Create. just save it, but I don't think I'll need it. Okay, somebody's saying that I let them in and I can't see. Can you allow me in? Can't see your request. Let's finish this up. Good. So we have now the control panel, the file manager, and Softaculous installer. So the control panel, can't see your website yet. They tell you, please note it takes up to 72 hours for a new domain name or hosting account to start working everywhere. Okay, that is everywhere, but where we are, it's going to start working. So we will go to the control panel. Oh, okay, I've had it. Someone wants to join. Okay, so we have the control panel, we have the file manager, we have Softaculous. Control panel is where most of the how can I say this, softwares or applications are usually there. For the file manager are the files of the website that you're going to be working on. Softaculous, this is now where WordPress usually lives. So we're going to go into control panel. Let me know if you can hear me clearly, kindly. Thumbs up or something. Okay, so we're going to go into the control panel. This is one thing you are going to meet. So since it's free, one thing they want is to send you emails. So you'll just approve, okay? I just usually approve. Just approve, and then now the panel is going to load. So as it's loading, okay, you can see here, I don't know if there's any of you that has interacted with the cPanel. It looks just like any other normal cPanel. We're going to see the one for Truehost. It's what is coming up next. I want you to know the free one, the one that you can use, that is kind of good service, and also in terms of pricing, it's fair. And then now for the guys that are upstates, you can use a different one for them. So cPanel, here it is. Now ads, they give you things for free, but ads. Okay, so you can see we have files, we have online file manager. You can see we can deal with the databases. Okay, what else? You can see we have domains, emails, metrics, security. So now we are going to come where? We're going to come to software. Okay, once you come to software, you're going to come to Softaculous Apps Installer. We click Softaculous Apps Installer. Once we click Softaculous Apps Installer, we have now WordPress, Joomla, and the rest. But as we are interested in what? We are interested in WordPress, okay? So we are going to click Install. Install WordPress, right? And you're going to click this drop down. No need to click the drop down. Okay, so you'll come here, scroll. I think the reason you can't see well, it's because maybe my brightness is too high or something of the sort. Is it very impossible to see? Okay, if no one will speak, then I'll continue. Oh, it's okay. Okay, now you see we have HTTP and there's an option of HTTPS. Okay, we can't go with HTTPS because we still haven't installed the free SSL that they give us. Okay, so we're just going to go with HTTP. Right now, when you go to your website, it's going to show that it's not secure, but we're going to install that so that when you send it to somebody, hey, here's my work I've done as I'm teaching myself web design, they're not met with like something like this site is not secure, and then they start thinking probably you send them something that is what is malicious. We're going to deal with that. So you can see the domain name is kathiechi.loves2blog.com. okay, it's the only one that is there. In directory, sometimes usually find there's a WP here. So once you find there's a WP here, but these versions that come out these days, they don't have, you scrape it off, you remove it. Okay, we come here to site settings. What is my site name? Let's say Kathiechi loves to blog, right? Kathiechi loves to blog. Let's say that's my site name. What is it about? Let me just say it's about my passion for blogging. Now, when we come to the admin username and password, let me hide this. Okay, I'm going to hide this. I'm going to put in admin username. Let me just put in the email at gmail.com. Password, I'll let it play around. Let me change it. I'm going to change B. Okay, so I'll hide it, change it a couple of times. Okay, so the password is good. Now the rest of the things, they are okay. You can just click install. So what are we doing? We're going through the process of installing WordPress through InfinityFree, a free hosting and domain service, so that when you want to showcase your talent, or probably you want to showcase your work to somebody and show them that I'm competent in web design, but I don't want to start off by investing probably cash into this thing, you can do so. So once you get the congratulations, the software was installed successfully, you usually get two links. The first link is usually the link whereby it goes to the website. Then the other one is administrative URL, okay, which is usually the same link with a /wp-admin. Now, as we are learning, I want to go, I don't want to leave anything. This is a security risk. Excuse me. This here is a security risk, okay, because we can come to let's just open the website first of all. We see how it looks like. HTTP loves to blog, right? Come on, load. I think you can see what I'm talking about here. You see here? Thumbs up if you can see it. I want to know if I'm having people that are listening to whatever I'm doing. So it's showing no secure. Thank you, Wekasa. So it's showing no secure. It means that, thank you, Steve. It shows that there is no SSL certificate. You see it, and it's even giving it in red. Your connection to this site is not secure. And sometimes you even find there are government websites that are like this. So but it's usually the link to the PDF, so that one anybody can access. So I guess it's usually not a big problem, but we want to deal with this. Okay, so as you can see, the reason I love WordPress, it's not, people are so much into the coding whereby it's like coding is actually the work, but coding is actually a means to an end. There is places where coding is rudimentary. It is essential to code out your applications, but in some applications you can just come up with a WordPress site, like look at this one. Within a matter of seconds we can customize it. Now they usually come up with themes per year, okay, but this is a full website within seconds. Okay, so as I was telling you, these two links, one of the links usually goes to the theme link, which is the website. The other one usually goes to the back end, which is wp-admin. So it's the same link, and then you add /wp-admin. So the reason I'm saying it is a security risk Let's just click on it, right? It's going to take us to the back end. So it has taken us to where WordPress is. You can see this is WordPress, okay? This is where WordPress is. So what is my problem with this? It's that we can come to something like build with, right? Build with technology, and then now I don't know if it's going to be found, because you know, for it to be in all servers it has to take around 72 hours. But let's see if it's going to be found. We've called it ko.ke.lovestoblog.com, right? Let's see, ko.ke.lovestoblog.com. Let's look up what technology it is built by. And once you look up the technology it is built with, and you find out it is WordPress, sometimes you don't even have to look up. You just go and look at a website, and then you put a /wp-admin, you know. Now this one is telling us it's Nginx and JavaScript. Let's see if they'll want us to sign up. That is something I'm not going to do. Okay, let's leave that alone. So you see, like this website, it is ko.ke.lovestoblog.com. So if I take this URL and I want to know if it's built by WordPress, I'm going to do /wp-admin, and then I click enter. Once I click enter, right now it has gone directly into the dashboard because we had saved the password onto our Google Passwords Manager. But what it's supposed to do is bring you, like, let's say if you are on your computer, you do the same, ko.ke.lovestoblog.com/wp-admin. It will bring you a username and a password box. And there are people we call hackers. We know of hackers. This guy can try and brute force into your system, or they can try and do things like, I think it's called SQL injection. There's a couple of ways they can try and do what, and come up with the password for your website. So one of the things that we will handle is seeing how we can do away with the wp-admin page, so that even if somebody looks for it, they don't find it. The only way you can get into the website is if you go through the main account. Okay, by the main account I mean, like here we are using InfinityFree. Good. Now I know you guys want to build an e-commerce platform, but that is actually something minute compared to all the things that I'm going to be teaching you. So here we have the dashboard. We can just go through it. We have posts. Okay, so posts, how can I put posts? Posts are dynamic. Okay, posts are dynamic. When I say they are dynamic, I mean they usually get data. You can do the CRUD application. You can create data, you can read data, you can probably even in posts, I'm not really sure if you can update data, but you can also delete data. So that is where you find that you can interact with data. That's where posts are, and that's where you usually find blogs, because like in a blog, or probably like in an e-commerce shop, you find when somebody has written a blog, somebody can comment on that blog, and then you yourself can also comment on it. You can decide on the back end. Someone wants to join. Let me see who it is. Okay, as I was saying, you can, it's dynamic because you can comment on it. You can, now commenting on it is creating. Okay, you're creating data. You can read it, that's just reading. You can see the data. Okay, update it. Updating is whereby you had created data, and then now you did what? You manipulated the data to become something different. That is updating. You can also do what? Delete. data. Deleting data is whereby now you get rid of the data, right? Okay, we have that down. We have posts. We have the other one is pages. Now pages, they're not dynamic, they're static. When I say a page is static, I mean that most things don't usually change about that page. If it's probably like an about us page, it's just an about us page, okay? It just has the content about the person that we are talking about or the subject of the matter. Now we come to the juicy part. The juicy part is we have something like appearance here and we have plugins here, okay? So, you know, me, I won't lie to you. I'm somebody who is very lazy. And sometimes us lazy people usually come up with ideas. Now this one is not something unique because most of the people usually use it. But if you are somebody who is lazy, you decide just to put in a lot of effort into something once and then you are done with it. So let's come here to plugins. We look and click add new plugin. Okay, so what is a plugin? A plugin is like an added functionality to a website. So like for example here we have like Akismet anti-spam protection. So this is a plugin which helps you not to receive spammy messages. As I've told you, you can create something like a post, like a blog, and then people can comment on it. So you find there's some people that usually tend to spam. Like I usually see Russians are the ones that usually send weird things with serial numbers and things like those. So you get spam on your website. When you get spam on your website, sometimes it might be for malicious purposes, or it might be also to do what? It might be for whatever reason. So this one can help you fight spam, though I think there's better other plugins. Now there are thousands of them. That is why I love WordPress. I love WordPress because I can sit and I think I want to build something like this. Most likely there's a plugin for it in WordPress, even though the developers don't like that. And you know, even these plugins, underneath them, they are just code. They're just code that are built by people. So we will go and search for starter templates. Starter templates. Okay, so we've searched for starter templates. We are going to do what? We are going to install it now. After we install it, we are going to activate it. I'm just showing you the easy way of how like you can come up with a website. But there are more professional ways whereby if you really feel you want to dig deeper, I'm going to show you how to use Elementor. I'm going to show you how to use all these things. Okay, that's a process I have to go through. Is it activated? It's still activating. Just a minute. You can also remember we don't have a secure website. Okay, we don't have a secure website, so it means we'll also have to configure our SSL before we leave here. That's why I want to rush a little bit. Okay, so how would you like to build your website? AI website builder, classic, starter templates. So I would advise you, let's just start with classic starter templates for now. But you can also use what? You can use an AI builder, whereby it gives you prompts, you fill in the prompts, you give it prompts, and then it comes up with something that is probably custom made. Now let's build with templates. There are pre-made templates. They are already pre-made templates. Okay, let's dismiss this. So you see what we have here. These are templates. These are templates. Some of them are free, some of them are what? Are paid. Like you can see, this one here has been written premium. So if you want to get this template, you'll have to pay for it. Like you see this one, it has no premium tag on it. So if you want to use it, you can use it for free. And there are a couple of them. So what you can do is, I implore you, just use Elementor. I know we can use block editor, you can use Beaver. I've never used actually Beaver Builder. I've just used these two, but I usually love Elementor, and I'll show you how Elementor works. So it's a page builder, and you'll see what a page builder is. Okay, let's click Elementor. Let's do a filter here, not premium. Okay, that's all popular, latest. Okay, I guess we'll have to go through what? We'll have to go through the list. Now we can look for e-commerce. We see if you are going to get something. So for the e-commerce ones, you can see a couple of them are actually premium. It's loading. Let's just give it some time. Are you guys following? Kindly, I need some clarification of, yeah, thank you. Let it load. Okay, so we have one here. It's called DNK. This one is for digital man, digital person. Okay, let me see. I like this one, but it's premium. We can still kind of look and see if we can get something. Yes, like you can see, that furniture shop is also premium. So the starter templates, I believe also, like Astra can give you something. You see we have a plant shop here. This one, you can use this one. You can customize it, okay, from a plant shop to actually a shop for anything. We have cycle shop. Let me see this one for skincare. Looks good. There's a baby store. That one is premium. Let me check out the first one. Okay, the first one is a clothing store. So it's a clothing store. I wanted something like an electronics. Let's just see. The good thing is you can view the template. You click it, and you can change with the color palettes. Let's give it some time. So you can see this is how it looks like, and it has variation swatches. So variation whereby you can pick if it's large, if it's XL you want, if it's small, if it's red, you see, if it's green. So what they have done here is they have changed the pictures. I think I'll use this one because it's a little bit more complicated, complex. You can learn a couple of things. New products here. So I'll pick this one. It has a home page, a shop page, an about us page, and a contact us page, right? We can also play with the color palette, though I like minimalistic black, the original one. Let's just use the original one, and then we press continue. Okay, so you can do donations, collect donations online from your website. You can do automation and integrations, automate your website and tasks, sales funnels. You can do video player, free live chat. All those things we can do them with other plugins, extensions that we have worked with. I'm not really sure how this one is going to work, so I'm going to just do continuous to skip that step. Okay, I don't feel like filling all this. Let me come here. I skip this step. Okay, I guess I'll have to. Which is your first name, Brian. Email Brian at Tuchopini. You don't really need to have like a domain. You can just put, let me just show you actually. Tuchopini at gmail.com. I am intermediate. Say intermediate. I'm building a website for myself, my company. Install and activate Astra theme, share non-sensitive data. It's okay. So now this is a plugin. Okay, now a theme is not usually on the front end, so that advertising and they're saying we should use Astra. So Astra, I'm going to take you to the themes section. So let's just build it as it is. Okay, submit and build my website. Let's give it some time. I think it might take a couple of minutes. It's at 9%. So as I'm giving you this information, I think I'm doing it so that I can actually build my brand. The other thing is possibly I'm an optimistic person. I'm hoping they might get a point whereby I can get probably somebody who is reliable in doing this, and I don't need to constantly monitor what you're doing to know you can actually handle it. The other thing is probably once you get these skills, you are more connected than I am, and you can get clients, and probably some of the projects might be a little bit tedious or complex, and you'll remember me. Okay, you'll call upon me and we can help each other out. And finally, also I think I like giving back. Let's just say that it's not all in form of me getting, it's also in form of giving away. So we have taken some time here. Let's finish this. I don't know if you're going to finish whatever we're supposed to cover. We have 20 minutes. Okay, so it's telling us it's done. View your website. Let me open it in a new window. Where is this? Okay, I guess I'll just have to click here. Okay. So if you're close to your phone or laptop, you can go and see that we now have a website that is called katechi.lovestoblog.com, although it's an e-commerce platform. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so this is what we have. This is our website. Has anybody been able to access it? Let me know if anybody has been able to access it. Is anybody trying to access it? Martin has accessed it. Okay. Anybody else? Martin, maybe you can unmute and tell us, did it give you like a warning before you opened the website itself?
Yes, it did.
What did he tell you?
Uh, about the secure.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you might have a very good website, but now if it doesn't have SSL certificate, if it's not encrypted, somebody will not trust it. So we want to go now and finish up this bit whereby we are here. Okay, we are on InfinityFree. What is it called? Panel. Now we go and get our free SSL certificate. So we're going to click new SSL certificate. Let's close this ad. Okay. Order new free SSL certificate. Enter the domain of the website you wish to add an SSL. So my domain that I wish to add is what was it called? What is it? Let me see. katiechi.loves2blog.com, right? katiechi.loves2blog.com. So that's the domain name I'm trying to register. Then I'll click create order. Excuse me. So it's telling me your SSL has been created. Please see below the next steps. So current destination, it's saying it's not ready. What I notice is sometimes you try and refresh. Like, let's just give it like 20 seconds and then we try and refresh. We see if it's going to remove this red error and give us a request certificate that can be clicked. Okay, just a few seconds. And as I told you, errors are what feed people like us. We might be designers, not necessarily engineers and coding, but if somebody else gets an error and they can't solve it and they come to you, they'll have to pay you. Okay, so let's verify it and see if it's going to give us. Not yet. Okay, let me try and click setup CNAME records another time. Okay, we have set up the CNAME records for you automatically. Still nothing there. Let's try and refresh. Not yet. Not ready yet, right? Let's give it some time. Back in the days, it used to take a long time. You used to wait for like an hour or so, but these days, I see it will just takes a couple of minutes. Not yet. Please note that DNS changes can take a few hours to take effect. Okay, now as we wait for that to do whatever it will feel like doing, now we'll go to the next one, which is truehost.com. We have 14 minutes. So truehost.com is the service provider in Kenya that I would advise you to go with, probably if you decide to get a little bit serious, or you've created something on InfinityFree and showcased it to a client and now they trust you can build something. Okay, let's go and get into truehost.com. Now my play is, when you want to buy a hosting and domain, or when you want to open your account, just ask me to send you the link. When you buy it, they're going to do what? They're going to send me 250 shillings, and that would be good. Let me stay here, truehost.co.ke. Now we can register. It's usually a little bit of a process to register, but it's just filling in things. Okay, now let's do this. First name is Brian, last name is ko.ke. No, I don't want this one. I want to open another one, which is chopini@gmail.com. My number, this one is 0106116137. Company name, which is optional, I just put Chopini. Street address, Segitanga Road. City, Nairobi. State is Kenya. Somebody has a question? Oh, okay. State is Kenya. Postal code is 512-00502. How did you find us? Okay, additional information required. Fields are marked X. So like this one is not marked X. This is not marked X. Not marked X. Not marked X. Not marked X. So how do I know if all are not marked X? Okay, how did you find us? Mobile number, I've put that. SMS number, marketing SMS, accept SMS. If ticked, you agree to receiving. I don't want that. Okay. Okay, generate password. Also it generates like that. Now let's do this. Let's close, and then I will have to move this here and stop this sharing. Just a minute, okay? So that I can do what? So that I can put in the password. Where is this? Let me give it another feed. Just a minute, okay? This is sensitive information, so somebody can just decide. Oh. Okay, let me change it. I'm still here, just a minute. Okay. Control C, Control V, like that. I'm not a robot. Okay. Let me share the screen again. Screen, this one, share. Then I also go to this one and change the display. Good. I'm recording it for you guys so that you can go through it again. I agree. Then register. You can save that, I guess. The passwords you enter are not strong enough. Please enter more complex password. Okay. Don't tell me. Okay. So that. That. Okay. Suggest strong password. Oh, I can suggest that. Now I'm going to do this. Are we together? Okay. The following, you must accept the terms of service. Okay. The passwords you entered did not match. SMS number value is not valid. Okay. How did you find us? Google. SMS number, that one. Mobile number, that one. SMS number. 106 116 137. Don't. If we ticked Kenya shillings, okay. So people that are in Uganda, you can also use this one. Okay. Let's see what it's going to tell me now. Come on, man. Are you serious? Okay. Change the password slate. Crossbook. This thing. I think when it takes some time, it's actually going to work. Huh? Yes, good. Okay, let's go back to whatever we were doing the other side. See if it has finished. Wow, not yet. Okay. Okay, I think that one will be finishing with it tomorrow. But now let's finish it up with Truehost. When you get onto Truehost, we have 3 minutes. You will find There are services, there are domains, there are tickets, there are invoices. Services are the hostings themselves. You buy one hosting, you can do what? You can store 3 websites. Domains are those websites names. Tickets is when you have an issue, you can send it to them. Invoices, they send you invoices when you're supposed to be paying. Now, I want to try and do something practically. I'm not going to buy the whole way, but I want to show you. So you come to domains, okay? My domains. Actually, you don't have domains, right? You don't have any domains. So you come to register a new domain. I'm a domain search. Come to domain search. And then now you want to know if a domain exists. Let's just be stupid and say we want it to look like we can find facebook.com. I'm sure these guys are even going to wonder what is wrong with this guy. Facebook.com is not available. Okay, let's look for mamayo.com. Mamayo pia mtu alichukua. Probably somebody already took that one also. It's taking some time. Okay, so mamayo.com is available at 1200 shillings. Okay, now let's see for .co.ke. malisafi.co.ke. We search for it. Wow. Somebody already took Malisafi. Okay, that's funny. Malisafi sana. Okay, so this one is 725 shillings. Okay, so it is going to be up to you. So you put it add to cart, then you press checkout. Okay, then it will tell you here hosting, no hosting, so click to add a hosting. It depends if you already bought a hosting, you want to add a domain to it, or you didn't. Now this one you didn't, so we are going to click no hosting, click to add. Going to add also that. Now this is the one I usually take. 2,500 annually. Okay, it's almost 10. 2,500 annually. It gives you what? It gives you 30 gigs disk space, 3 domains maximum. Those are 3 websites you can put in there. Free SSL certificate, unlimited bandwidth. The same, you can come up with email accounts which are unlimited, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's order this one. I'm not going to buy it, I want to show you the procedure. It's done already. Okay, let it load. Let me try this one. I don't know why this one also is giving me a headache. Sorry. This connection. Okay. Let's see if it's going to come back. Okay. I'm sorry, we're finishing up. So on this idea of Truehost, so you clicked where? Can you hear me? Thumbs up quickly. We finish this up. Somebody who can hear me? Let me also share my screen. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, so we've chosen the domain malisafisana.co.ke. We're going to use that. Okay, so let's click use. Now it tells you Truehost Silver's SSD hosting is 2,500, and then we have VAT. Obviously you've got to pay the big bosses up there, 400 Kenya shillings, so it's going to give you 2,900. So you just say continue. There's usually something free here. Let me check what it is. It's usually I don't know what it usually is. Okay, let's just continue. I think we might find it on the next page. Don't know if it's who is or something like that. Okay, so registration Malisafisana is the domain. Hosting, it has hosting. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to continue. Oh, here they are. Available add-ons. There's DNS management, ID protection, and email forwarding. You can pick these ones. I don't know if they're free, all of them, or some of them. We can see when we get to checkout. So I want you to have a rough figure when you're using a .co.ke and you're buying hosting. How much will it be? Okay, let's see. So DNS management is free, email forwarding is free, privacy protection is 400. Okay, let's see if we can, because I don't feel like paying for it. Where is that privacy protection? I think it's this one. Yes, who is? Remove that one. Okay, so it comes to 3,741. Okay, so for 3,741, what can you do? You can buy a domain name, which is the name of your website. You can buy hosting, which is where your website is going to be living, and you can continue and add 2 more websites at 725 shillings each to that hosting. I hope we are right on that. Yes. Now finally, if this does not work, we skip it and we look for it tomorrow. Okay, so this one we're going to deal with it tomorrow, because we're going to check if it's going to have finished taking the DNS after 7. It said after a few hours, right? I'll check and then I'll update you tomorrow. Anyway guys, thank you for coming to class. Thank you for dedicating yourselves to studying, and that's a good thing. I hope whatever I've provided to you was of value. You find a way of how you can implement it, and we can help each other out, right? Cheers. You can live at your own fruition. And unless you have a question, actually, unless somebody has a question. Does anybody have a question? No questions? No questions? No questions? Huh? Okay, then you can leave. You're not leaving, and also you're not asking questions. Okay, let me then, can I close the, yeah, okay, John left, he has no question. Can you share the recording by tomorrow? Okay, so what I'll do, I'll try to upload it and see how best I can share it. It's quite a long recording, so it's going to take some time, but it's okay. Let me actually cut it because it's going to be too long after this. Thank you. Yeah, you have a question? Let me get that question. Martin, do you have a question? None. Okay. Let's leave. Yes, stop this.